This function is from the cubic family. Unfortunately, there isn't really a good way to identify the family other than having them memorized in kind of the basic shape. So this one's kind of like a squiggle. It looks like a parabola where half of it got turned upside down. So this is part of the cubic family. As far as the domain goes, if I look at this graph and I tried to follow it going all the way to the left and all the way to the right, it would keep getting farther and farther to both sides as you go on forever and ever. So that means that the domain of this function would be all real numbers. And that is something that is actually going to be true of every single cubic function. Your domain will always be all real numbers. When you look at the range, that one is going to be all real numbers also. And the reason is because I have two arrows, and one is facing up and one is facing down. So when you have two arrows and they're facing opposite directions, one up, one down, then that means the graph would go up and down forever and ever. So that means your range is all real numbers. As far as the end behavior goes, your end behavior always has two parts that are automatic. You are always going to have that x is going to negative infinity and that x is going to positive infinity. And what those really mean is as x goes to the left and as x goes to the right. So for the first one, we're talking about the left side of the graph. So if I look at this arrow on the left side of the graph, it's facing up. So that means that my y value is going towards positive infinity. And then if you look at the right side of the graph, as x goes to positive infinity, this arrow is pointing down. So that means y goes to negative infinity.